The Super Nintendo game Pilot Wings is a lo-fi masterpiece, and here are 5 reasons why you should play it. Between things like this, Wii Sports, and Astro's Playroom, I've always been very drawn to games that are essentially just tech demos, and I want to talk about this one today. At number 5, this is a really good afternoon game. To me, afternoon games are basically any video game that you can holistically experience on a Sunday afternoon, which is not to say they are not replayable, far from it, but it's more that you can experience all of the greatest parts of the game within that 3-4 hour stretch. So if you need a game like that, absolutely recommend Pilot Wings. Number 4, it's graphically distinct. It's 3D by way of using 2D graphics, so it's always going to look very unique. Not everyone's going to like this graphic style, which is why I describe it as uncanny, but in a good way. At number 3, it has one of the best soundtracks in video game history. I'd be willing to bet that if you talk to any lo-fi artist working right now, that the Pilot Wings soundtrack was in some way an influence for them. As an honorable mention, I do want to bring up that this game is a flight simulator, but it does gamify and streamline the process enough to where you don't feel like you're losing the essence of the flight sim, but it is also very accessible, which is why I have such an easy time recommending this game. At number 2, we have the game's final levels, which do take a little bit of a left turn. With the game being about trying to obtain your pilot license and get higher accreditation, you would think that the final levels would be a big test of all the stuff that you've learned so far. Not so much. Instead, once you've reached the height of your pilot accreditation and achievement, you are met with the stark revelation that excellence never goes unnoticed and it is never left unclaimed. The final levels are not a culmination of things that you've learned so far. Instead, you are drafted into the military. Suddenly, the serene skies become a battleground, your peaceful wings repurposed for war. Even the pursuit to fly among the clouds with all their beauty is not immune to being twisted into something lethal, because as long as humanity has a way to weaponize dreams, it will. And at number 1, we have the simple yet rewarding score system that actually matches the medium stakes of the game and the progression of the